A2 media evaluation question. How do you use new media technology in the construction, research, planning and evaluation?
So one thing we used was editing software. So we used Final Cut Express to put together the film itself, so that was construction, and to do a lot of the evaluation stuff. Final Cut sort of allowed us to take all the footage we'd got, the raw footage, and edit it together and see how it all looked, and then from there we had a rough cut and we could just sort of cut it down to exactly what it needed to be, really.
Yeah. Okay, we used a Panasonic HTC SD40 camera for our piece, and by using a handheld camera it really sort of helped us get that sort of documentary type feel to our piece.
We sort of got the interactive feel between the characters and the cameraman, so you've got that documentary style coming through, which wouldn't have really been possible on a sort of a tripoded, a huge camera. Hence why we had to have a smaller handheld one that we could be more portable with us.
Yeah, we wanted the characters to sort of break the fourth wall by looking at the camera at certain points.
I think it also allows you to sort of, the idea of it is that you're, as an audience, moving through the school with the camera crew, and I think by being on foot with the camera it lets you actually get that feeling that you are going through the school. Like, we can go upstairs, which you can't on a tripod or a dolly or something. So it really I think it just opens doors for us.
Yeah.
In terms of being able to go places.
We used a variety of media platforms such as YouTube, which allowed us to actually upload a short film to, and from there we can gather audience feedback from the comment section. We also had a dislike and a like ratio, which obviously shows what viewers liked our video and what didn't. We also used other social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter, which allowed us to get the link from YouTube, and from there we were able to advertise our film for our friends to see and comment. And then Facebook and Twitter also allows us to have a comment section, which again gets their viewers' feedback. And from using Facebook and Twitter,
Facebook and Twitter just allow us to put it onto a local database where people could see our film.
It got out there, didn't it? It just means that more people are seeing it. I think also YouTube, we could go to the analytics page and sort of see viewer retention and where people are dropping off, where people are losing interest. So that really helps with sort of, now we know where we want to tighten things up if we were to do this.
Yeah, what works well.
Yeah, exactly. We know, what's boring people and what's not.
Also on the Facebook and Twitter, we also put our SurveyMonkey link, and this is just pretty much just for the viewers to.
So we can gather feedback.
It's like feedback.
It's a more structured way of gathering feedback and then writing their own comments on YouTube or on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah, it consisted of what worked well, what was the best scene,
what our weaknesses were.
In terms of cinematography and what we could improve on.
Yeah,
which I think helped. Okay, so pre-production, prior to our film, we used vlogging and vlogging processes. So I think we used WordPress.
Yeah,
as we had been doing. Last year we used WordPress as well, and that just basically allowed us to structure and organise what we were going to do when it came to filming.
It's a public place that allows us to step by step show our working process throughout the.
And it also helps us to stack what we've done so far.
Yeah.
And it helps us to lay out our film as well.
So location plans, shot lists,
storyboards,
character development. That really
it's all on there.
That really helps with giving a narrative behind the story when it came to filming, instead of just turning up to filming and thinking, what are we going to do for story?
Yeah.
So that was good. Okay, so post-production processes, we use InDesign and Photoshop to make essentially
a poster and the double page spread.
Yeah, to make a poster for our film and a 2-page magazine spread article to essentially market and advertise our film out to the world.
So Photoshop and InDesign, they're just programs on Mac OS that really, they're just programs that allow you to easily make double page spreads or books or leaflets or whatever you want to make. So they were really ideal for making posters for our film. We could take in photographs and move them around and
add layers, text.
Yeah, change colours. Yeah, that was very important for us. So yeah, it was really important to be able to take a picture and then be able to edit it to how we liked it to give forward the impression the film we wanted as far as marketing was concerned.
Yeah, and I think seeing as Educating Angels was sort of a mainstream targeted film, because it's much like The Office, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we touched upon real magazines, say like Total Film, and sort of drew upon what real films had done in terms of how they laid out their magazine spreads.
And then InDesign allowed us to recreate
to a similar style to
using
magazines like
to
that.
place the text, add different photos, add different colours.
Just took inspiration from real films and real TV shows.
So Powtoon is something that we used. It's an animation tool that allows you to create an animation based on the text and the images you put in. So that let us present our SurveyMonkey results in quite an interesting and sort of easy to digest way.
Yeah, rather than just like block text of how
graphs and
people responded, we were able to do a cartoon which was fun to watch.
Yeah, and informative at the same time. Yeah, so you can sort of explain the graphs as you go.
Also, like insert like screenshots of the graph as well.
Yeah, so you know the graphs are on there and all the stats are on there, transferred over from the SurveyMonkey that we took.
Yeah, and it all sort of like ties in with Facebook and Twitter, because if we didn't post it on those social media sites, they wouldn't be able to see YouTube and then
create our responses.
Yeah,
it's all connected in a way. All the social media, all the websites and stuff that we've used. So you all sort of complement each other.
Technology is important.
So as far as planning and research are concerned, we used a lot of applications made by Google. So we used Google Docs, for instance, to make the original script, the draft script. And what that allowed us to do was we could send the Google Doc link out to all three of us. We could all be working on the script at the same time from different computers from our own homes. So that allowed us to really collaborate on the script.
It was easy to access and then just save it
and we could access that work from any computer anywhere in the world. It gave us the freedom to work on it in our own time, and if we came up with something, we could log on and add it to the script. So I think that really, really, really helped us in the long run. So we also used Google's search engine to research films with similar genres and similar sort of themes to them. So we looked at other films that are education themed, like we got onto the Bad Teacher poster, which is a poster we sort of evaluated and looked at and decided that that's what we wanted to take inspiration from when it came to making our own posters for Educating Angels.
I think by looking at mainstream film posters or mainstream TV show posters, it gave us an idea of what we had to do to market that type of film, a documentary type film, comedy. Because if we were going to go down like a niche sort of route in terms of poster, because ours is very character based.
Yeah.
Very
it's focused on the characters driven. It's a character film.
So like with three main characters in the shot, really just showing straight away to the audience what the poster is going to be about school and the poses that we're doing.
Education and the characters' personalities.
And with a niche poster, it wouldn't quite portray what we're trying to get at in terms of replicating,
a mainstream poster.
Comedy.
So YouTube also allowed us to search for things in a similar style that we wanted to go down. So from right from the concept stage, we knew we wanted to make a mockumentary style piece. So we searched mockumentary and decided we were going to find something along those lines when we came across The Office, which is something we definitely drew a lot of inspiration
Yeah, we were
from.
big fans of The Office prior to this, but I thought with the location as well.
Yeah, it's very
similar work environment. And you can see in the film where we zoom in on a lot of the characters' faces to get reaction shots. It's much like a mockumentary type piece.
The actors also broke the fourth wall, which we took a lot of inspiration from. We also took inspiration from the main character David Brent, as we incorporated Mr. Wilkes as a personality similar to David Brent.